All right, Winos. I hope y'all know what time it is. It's time for some Wine Wednesday. Until we get this show started, remember moderators know locked in. And if you want to stick with us and you new over here, you definitely have to hit that subscribe button. And if anybody asks you what's going on down here around here, you need to let them know. You minding your business, the business that pays you, and that's everything's electric. Even my name's electric. And y'all better be hitting the wine glass, okay? Hey, y'all doing? Happy Wednesday. I know I talked to Jasmine. I look super tired. It's because I am. I'm very, very, very tired. I have not been getting good sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying in the city. And when I'm staying in the city, my bed is not as comfortable as me staying in the suburbs. So I'm about 2 hours from my house. Yeah, I'm about 2 hours from my house. And I'm in a smaller queen size bed as opposed to my Tempur-Pedic king bed. And it's weighing on me. And my daughter goes to school in the city. And so we're trying to get her ready for graduation. And it's been taking a lot out of me. Okay, so y'all pray for me. Please pray for me. Listen, full show, 2 shows for you guys today. Definitely going to be discussing. Oh, man. Jasmine, first of all, did you get the receipts, Jasmine? Did you get the receipts on Young Jock again?
Receipts received.
Did you?
Receipts
Receipts. Okay. So definitely going to be discussing Young Jock and his other woman on TashaKLive.com. And surprisingly enough, her management team reached out for her to do an interview, and then she backed out. But I was just like, you don't know who you backed out from. There's no backing out. When you come to Tasha K, there's no backing out. Not at all. So we're going to run that on TashaKLive.com. Also going to be discussing all this pool baby oil and pea baby oil. And we're also going to reveal exclusively on TashaKLive.com today who the guy was that was peeing on Cassie and coming on Cassie, and then Cassie would have to take the sperm and put it on Diddy's nipples, according to her testimony. We're going to be revealing the escort's face, okay? And y'all are going to be all the way shocked. I am, because I'm just like, how could she do it? How could she do it? Okay. We got a lot more that's going to be coming on TashaKLive.com. But today we have an exclusive for YouTube. I do want to talk about that. Gunplay has asked just for a moment of your time. I don't know if y'all remember last year when we interviewed Gunplay and actually it was like 2 years ago. We interviewed Gunplay and his new wife and, baby mother. And, things seem to be going great. She's actually much younger than him. She's 23. I think he's almost 40 or 50, if I'm not mistaken. So he definitely got Shannon Sharp, just in another way. But he ended up catching some real strong charges. And the charges were, I believe, like kidnapping, endangering a child. She claimed that, according to Vanshay, that he had pointed a gun to her and his newborn's head. And this was like right after, they had got out of the hospital and the baby had open heart surgery, and Ross gave them the money so that they can pay the medical bills and things like that and keep it going. And so, Gunplay has been fighting. He's been in and out of jail for the last 2 years behind this case. And he finally beat it yesterday. He beat it. And some unfortunate things happened to Vanshay. And so he just wanted a moment of the WINOS time to give y'all exclusively what happened, because he wasn't allowed to talk about it because it was an open case and it was a very serious case. And you guys know, given his background and things like that, the police weren't playing with him when it came to these charges, especially against someone who was apparently in school to become like a federal agent or an FBI. And I was like, the irony of that, you marrying an FBI agent and you are a criminal. This is some real, like, low budget, broke power shit. You remember that show Power? Okay. And so listen, while we get ready to load him up, guys, I got to tell you, it is an explosive interview. It's not going to waste your time or anything like that. I know how much y'all don't like interviews, but he really begged me for this slot. He wanted to plead his case to y'all and let y'all know let y'all in on some things as to what was going on, the type of person she was, the type of charges he was facing, some of the things that she's done to him, some of the things that he's fought, and just him beating it overall. And it's real messy. And trust me, I held his foot to the fire, and I was just like, yours to blame as she is. And so I'm just gonna let y'all just judge here. That's what the winos do. And so listen, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and roll the sponsors, and then we'll proceed with Gunplay's interview. Right after the interview, I'll be right back. Okay, and then we'll discuss what we got coming up next. Okay, Jasmine, let's go. Let's go. Get messy.
You can't say it like that.
How big is the shower?
He was inspired by God. Him and his fuse in the shower.
Oh my gosh, Ray J is my mom's fix right now. Should we pull up?
Fucking Ray J!
When I got from jail, bro. Right when I got out on Twitch, right when they let me out. Deshae did too, but not like T-Pain. And Deshae is the one who got me banned. Hey, welcome to the stream house.
I don't want to have to teach you everything. I got to sit down and teach you everything.
Look, I'm happy to have everybody here. Thank you for coming. It's gonna keep getting better and better. I know they thought that it was gonna be worse, so they can only get better.
I wouldn't get invited.
We're gonna do our own shower stream, and we're gonna invite 30 of the baddest of the baddest.
We not gonna do those people.
And I'm not inviting none of the people that I invited at first, because they thought it was gonna be me.
No, Kai, you're not invited. You should invite Ray J.
Subscribe to my shit and watch me turn shit to go.
One day.
This is crazy, man. This is crazy.
One moment. One choice.
I made $1 million in a minute.
Left or right can determine the rest of your life.
Who the f*** is you talking to? Bitch, don't walk away from me. Get the fuck out! We need some help! Nail dance, bitch! Nail dance! What the fuck is you doing?
What? I think you've been shot.
Man, ain't nobody shoot that girl.
Yes, this Corey shot me.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
Good.
Thank you.
You been in the gym?
Little something. I had none but time, man. I had nothing but time on my hand in the house.
I feel you. All right, listen, I'm ready to go. Listen, everybody's been wanting to hear from you ever since those charges hit the internet. You were charged with I think it was like in 2023.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
I've been fighting this almost 2 years, man.
Okay, list out your charges because they were some crazy ass charges.
Yeah, it was battery with a deadly weapon,
Okay.
false imprisonment, and child abuse, no great bodily harm.
Okay.
Case number F as in Frank 230-16735. If you really want to go check the stats, but
okay,
that's, you know what I'm saying, just in case anybody want to go down a rabbit hole and see what I'm saying is actual facts. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what you want me to start now.
Yeah, let me rewind it back because the last time we did an interview with you, you were on our show. Your wife at the time was pregnant. Okay.
Yeah.
Now she happened to be a lot younger than you. I believe she was 23 at the time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, how old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 40. I'll be 46 in July.
So y'all gonna get enough of this Shannon Sharp shit.
I'm 40. Don't do me, man.
Y'all gonna get enough of the young
that shit
girl.
don't start with teen. It don't end with teen.
That's true, because Shannon Sharp 19. That's true.
But listen, I had a plan. All right, this was my plan. All right, so I started feeling like, okay, I need to kind of settle down. but I ain't want to settle down with nothing too old, right? I
But
ain't gonna
nigga,
lie.
you old.
I know, because I figured my math, I start mathing, and I'm like, all right, by the time I'm like 50, 60, she'll be like 30 something, 40, almost 40. You know what I'm saying? That's still looking good, you know. So I had those in mind, you know, that plan in mind. You know, that I guess relationship wise, my mind wasn't mature, but I really wanted to get married. I really wanted to settle down. I wasn't cheating. I wasn't doing none of that, you know. And I knew when I do meet this woman, I know she's gonna be like, this too good to be true, because this nigga's not this, you know what I'm saying? Like on point with everything.
Because
And
you've been outside. You've been outside.
Yeah, I've been outside. So I'm like, all right, I'm trying to chill. So I was doing that. Like I was, you know, I was stiff arming shit. I wasn't like, you know, fucking around. Like for real. I you know, anything I do it to the best of my ability, and I go hard at it. So I figured I'll go hard at starting a family. I'll invest time. I'll invest all my money. I'll invest all my resources, you know what I'm saying, to make this happen. And, you know, within a year and a half, you know, we were down there in Brickell. We had a baby, you know what I mean? So everything went according to plan the way I wanted to do it. But my you know, there was a few red flags that my discernment wasn't on point with, you know what I mean?
Like what? Like what?
Like the first time I met her, I know y'all gonna laugh, but the first time I met her, like the first month, I went to her house for a football party or whatever. So her and her friends over there drinking, taking shots. At that point, I didn't really drink too much, so I took a shot and I left it at that. And she couldn't find her car keys, so she started like tripping, and then she started blaming me, and I'm like, nah, what you talking about? I ain't, like, I drove, like, my shit right here, like, I don't know what you talking about. She started blaming me, and then she picked up a candle that was on top of a candle holder, and I thought she was gonna act like she was gonna throw it at me, and like jokingly, like, she ended up flinging it at me, and I'm like, oh. Then picked up the candle holder, and this is a like it's hard, like it's like a fucking like cement type shit. She picked that up, boom, flung it at me. Now that shit putting holes in the wall. Now I know she's serious. I'm like, what the fuck going on? Now she picked, there was 3 of them, a big one, a medium one, and a small one. She picked all 6 of them shits up and threw them one by one at me. Boom, boom, boom. Now it's breaking
all over
glass.
some car keys?
Car keys. Listen, I mean, flipped out of nowhere, right? Starts throwing knives, starts throwing cups, glasses, glass everywhere, breaking. While she's doing this, she's yelling, help, help, help at the top of her lungs. I grabbed the phone. I said, oh, we playing them games? I called them too. They came to me first. And
this was
the
before you
first
married
month
her?
I met her. The first month, mind you. So I'm outside now of her. This is of her apartment, and it's a sliding glass door. And she trying to get me with a knife. She trying to open the door and she got a knife and she trying to open the door, and I'm holding it shut. The police come up, the police pull up, and I'm like, hey, come get her. Like you see me, hey, come get her. So they finally open the door. They come upstairs, they open the door. She turn around, she you know, drop the knife, whatever. She go out there, and I open the door, and they see I'm not drunk. They see she drunk, belligerent, and I'm talking to one of the officers. I'm like, yo, like, I ain't did all this shit, you know what I'm saying? And she pulled a knife, and she just like tripping, like, I don't know, like, and then you hear her out in the hallway, don't take him to jail, because if you take him to jail, my family's in danger. He's a killer.
Now Gunplay. Now let me stop you right there. I gotta stop you. Hold on for a second, because we didn't even, just in case people want to know, your wife's name is Von Shay. Now, when you met her, you did end up taking her on Love and Hip Hop with you.
Yeah.
You got her booked on Love and Hip Hop. You married her. You had a baby with her. And so all of this, you had these type of warning signs before you got charged in 2023 because she got on the internet and said you pointed a gun at her and your baby over a video game or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
And you mean to tell me a month into meeting her, this is who you wanted to settle down with? That's what she said. Don't
But
take
she
him
got
to jail,
pregnant.
but she was.
See, it got complicated. She got pregnant. All right. It got complicated there. That's what I'm saying. So it's not as cut and dry as you would think. She got pregnant. Now it came a whole nother ball game. You see what I'm saying? And it's just, you know, fast forward to that night, you know, I had to, it was already three more incidences that I had to call authorities because she blacks out when she drinks, when she mixes her liquor. Like if she mixes her liquor, it's a wrap. She goes into like, I don't know, you can see right, like she just looks like she looks through you. You know what I'm saying?
Has she been diagnosed with any sort of mental illness that, you know, her family?
I not even no joking, but I would have to, I want to get some kind of mental eval, some kind of psych eval, something, because in the details of this case alone, you could tell that something is not right. Like seriously speaking, something's not right. How a person can be. You see,
right
you
now,
the one that even posted how she did said they asked her one question: how did Gunplay buy the chain? What did she say? Two different totally answers. Two totally different answers. On your shit, she said
I think the jeweler
the
gave
jeweler,
it to you
it was
free.
a promo for the jeweler.
And this on Me in Miami
podcast, she said I spent money that she wasn't approved, that her father takes care of the finances. Am I correct?
Yeah, she did.
That's
say
two totally different things. You know what I'm saying? So like in this case, there's multiple articles of evidence that's contradicting her testimony. So much so that and even on 4K video, you know, she called police on a good friend of mine, Lido, Trap God Lido, on Instagram, right? That's my brother. One night in the club, she has a fight in the dressing room, gets kicked out of the club, walks over the Pleasure Peace section.
I remember that.
Lido is over there. Remember, I sent you a picture of that. Lido was over there.
Yeah.
Lido's told Pleasure P, listen, she can't be in here because of this case. You know what I'm saying? She already lied and said some other shit about him in the case already. She said his name is God and he's a hitman because of his Instagram name that says Trap God Lido. So they brought me into court. She tried to revoke my bond 6 times. But anyway, so now she goes over there, she gets kicked out of the section. On the way out the section, she tells Lido, I'm gonna get you kicked out, this and that, She goes outside, calls police, tells police, I have a restraining order on Carlos Rodriguez. He just came in the club and punched me, put his arm, he grabbed me by my throat and choked me, spit on me, kicked me.
I remember that. I do remember that because it went public.
I sent him. So I had to go to court for that. Okay. And in 4K, I have what really happened. I got the video of her fighting in the back, walking over to the section, getting the owner again, Mr. Todd, kicking her out again, walking outside. I got the police body cam footage of her saying, oh my God, lying, just straight lying. He came in there, he kicked me, he punched me. His name is Carlos Rodriguez. I got a restraining order on him. He's my husband's brother.
I remember that.
Hold up. In 4K, I said, so we want to show it to the judge. Guess what the state says? The state says, no, judge, I don't want you to see it. My lawyer says, you know why, judge? He doesn't want you to see it? Because it never happened. It shows her getting into a fight in the back, getting kicked out, going to the section, getting kicked out again, going outside and lying and making up a whole lie on body cam. That's what it shows in 4K. You know what the judge says? Oh, she might have just been upset. You just had a whole false police report. She went and waited for the captain and called all kind of police forces, took me to court for it, made it up, took me to court for it. I beat that with other charges that she tried to act like I did. Like she's this whole time calling police on me and trying to revoke my bond because there was a text message where I said, you need to stop lying. God is watching you. God will handle you. Do you know what she did? Went into the court and said, I'm witness intimidation. I feel threatened because the God that he's talking about, his name is Carlos Rodriguez, and on Instagram, his name is Trap God Lido. And he calls him God. Richard calls him God, and that's his hitman. He sells cocaine for him and all kind of made up shit. This man has kids. This man has businesses. This man is my brother, like a responsible adult. She's innocent people. She's calling police on during this case. Nobody has known what I've been really going through for real. She the day I got locked up, she stole my phone. It has the footage of what happened. I couldn't get my phone. I tried to log into my iCloud password changed. All my email passwords changed. My Instagram is deleted.
Was she really college educated? Like,
yeah,
at an Ivy League school?
Criminology, a master's in criminology. Absolutely. A master's. So this is a person that knows what she's doing. You see what I'm saying? So deleted my Instagram, deleted my YouTube channel that she's seen me just get back, and all this stuff that I had to get back, all administrative work that me and this lady named Shreen, shout out to her, man. She helped me out get all my stuff back, my publishing, my royalties, all of that stuff. She's seen me go through this day for day with this woman. So she deletes my 70,000 subscribers on YouTube. Then it's just so much she did, and then she just I kept going to court for nothing. That she just makes up stuff on she took my Instagram, my iCloud address, changed the password, called herself from the iCloud that I don't have 3 times. It says, look, I have to go to court for that. He's calling me back to back. It's a no contact order. I had to do this. So every time we do this, the trial gets pushed back 2 months. Trial gets pushed back again 2 months. Got to go to court again for some made up shit. 2 months, 3 months, 2 months. So this been going on for 2 years. So then it got to the point where she said, okay, I want to drop the charges, but here goes a booklet you need to sign. I had to consult with her for financial business decisions. I had to get this is all because of a made up lie.
This is a movie. What the fuck?
I have to get it's an NDA. I can't talk about the case. I have to get alcohol, drugs, anger management, family counseling. It was like a list of piss test, drugs. She was doing like $2,500 a month. It was like and I said, man, I'm not copping out to nothing that I didn't do. I'm gonna go to the bus out with this. Who you think you dealing with, bro? Like I ain't did it. So then I went and took a polygraph test. I stood 6.5 hours, just this polygraph test down there in Miami Lakes.
Yeah, you sent it to us. We got the results.
6.5 hours for 4 questions asked 12 different ways. Okay. Did I for each charge, did I pull a gun on her? No. It shows indicative no indication of deception. Did I hold her against her will in my house? No indication of deception. Did I hurt my child? Did I touch my child? Did I hurt my child in any way? No indication of deception. Did I throw anything at her anytime and any place, anywhere, anytime? No indication of deception, but that's not admissible in court. You see what I'm saying? But I did that just to let you know, like this never happened. That's why it's very important, man. People got to understand, man. Number one, these women could say and do anything in court, and they will not be held responsible, accountable, nothing. You know what I'm saying? They could do whatever the fuck they want. You know,
and you got this done September 17th, 2023.
What?
Your polygraph.
Yeah.
Okay. And it
That
says
was a month. That was a month after the case. That was a month, right? A month, not even a month.
Yeah, and so they asked you three, looks like 3 or 4 questions. Did you hurt your daughter? Did you hurt your daughter on August 20, 2023? Did you ever hurt your daughter in the home?
Then you go down
And it
to the bottom
says,
in
hold on for
black,
a second.
big black bold letters.
No, it says issue review when interviewed during the pretest phase of this examination regarding hurting his daughter. The examinee denied. Hold on. Denied by stating that he had ever hurt his daughter, which is you. You are the examinee, and the examinee further denied hurting his daughter on August 20, 2023 in his home. And so the administered a poly technique, and the analysis is hold on for a second.
You
The
know your thing
analysis,
is popping. It's going pop, 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 pop,
I
pop.
don't know why it's doing that.
It's gonna come. It's gonna come out like that in post.
No, it
Okay,
shouldn't.
all right. Okay, that's cool.
I
Let's
think
go.
it's more so yours.
Host has muted your mic. Host has unmuted your mic. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's still doing it.
Okay.
I don't know. I got
All right,
bars.
cool.
Okay, so yeah, so go down to the very bottom where it says in big
No
bold.
significant reactions indicative of deception. So basically, the indicates a likelihood of 95% that the posterior odds of truth exceed the prior odds. The analytic results support the conclusion that there were no significant reactions indicated of deception. So basically, you passed
Right.
the polygraph.
So I had to. So I went, and here goes another time that my bond tried to get revoked. I went to go get mail, so I have a no contact order with them or whatever, and she moved to Miramar, and so I went back down to Brickell to go get my mail, and I called the leasing office and I told them. I said, listen, I need to get my mail. They said, if somebody's in there, if it's vacant, we'll leave the key for the mailbox at the concierge. If somebody is occupying the unit, we will escort you to the mailbox. I got this all on recording before I went. So I get there, I go in the mailbox. What I'm supposed to get is not there. It's supposed to be a watch. It's not there. Okay, boom. I leave. My house arrest people call. They say my box went off. I get back up here to Broward. They jump out on me. ARs, pistols, lay it down, fuck nigga, lay it down. I'm like, oh Lord, what now? They said I was knocking on her door, threatening her at the apartment.
How did she know you were there?
Because they called her and said, his box is going off. Are you safe? No, he's banging on the door and he's threatening me. Now I got to go to court for that. So I get locked up. I'm in jail 3 days for that. I go to court. She goes, the judge rules in my favor and lets me out. I beat that again. You know what I'm saying? So now, she's catching her in all of these lies. She even said, I don't have his phone. We showed her, my lawyer gave her a picture of the post that she posted with my phone on the piece of paper, because it has the footage of what happened for real on the phone. And she picks up the paper, she looks at it, she recognizes it, and we give it to the judge. The judge looks at it, pushes it to the side, and just keeps listening, and does not acknowledge that we have just caught her in a lie. Over and over and over and over, we catch her in lies and contradictory fabrications, and it goes on deaf ears. You know what I'm saying? So I'm up against a biased judge, a wife that really needs that needs some sort of mental test or something like that, some kind of help or something. I don't know, because I'm not a brain guy. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't tell you, but something ain't right. And my lawyer just recently So let me backtrack. So then she says she wants to drop the charges. This is after I said I didn't want to sign that packet. She says she wants to drop the charges. She writes a letter to the judge, to the state. We go in Judge De La O's chambers, in his courtroom, because my judge was on a murder trial. So we go to another judge. The judge says, okay, are you sure you want to drop the charges? She says yes. They let me off house arrest. I get curfew for my house arrest. And so now, I don't want to speak on her situation right now, but an unfortunate situation happened. Okay.
I can speak on it.
What?
I can speak on.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can?
she's in a coma, correct? From a car accident.
Look, I'm not gonna speak on her situation or condition, but
from drinking and driving.
I don't know what you heard. I'm not gonna say nothing. But let it, you, Tasha, I love you like an auntie, so you already know what it is. What's understood don't need to be said. You know what I'm saying? So, on a very unfortunate.
Here's the thing. Huh? We the same age. We the same age.
Oh,
I'm your sister. Yes.
Okay, so you're my sister then.
And I ain't never called the police on a dude ever in my life. I don't know what that's like. Yeah.
So listen. So that happened. God, we looked out for her, and so she comes back to court, and she says she wants to. It was trial time, and she says now she wants to go through with it, and she says she wants to go through with it, and she wants to press the charges and do all of this. So then, out of nowhere, she wants to not press the charges again. Okay, this is recent now. We're up to the recent. She doesn't want to press the charges anymore. Writes the state again, calls me on FaceTime with my lawyer there to tell the lawyer, like, I'm not doing it. I'm not going through with it anymore. And then I get a call from my lawyer stating, so we're talking again now recently, and like nothing's, we're talking about the future, we're talking about my daughter every day. I get a call from the lawyer saying, she's trying to file a motion for witness intimidation. And she sent us the call logs of the witness intimidation, and they're all outgoing calls. Now my lawyer's like, now I think something is wrong with her. Literally, for real. This is an attorney that's stating this now. Something is not right, because you can't be that must be going on in your mind. And then you think it really happened, and then you sending it to the state, because I really believe she believes these things. Because if you're really trying to say I'm witness intimidating you, and we're talking every day, we're sending nudes back and forth, and not nudes, but little pics back and forth. There's nothing there that shows that. And then she said it was revenge porn. She tried to say revenge porn from the flicks that we're sending back to each other, and the calls that she calls me every day. They tried to say that they're trying to file a motion for witness intimidation. And this is why we're on the phone. So now I gotta go to trial.
Gunplay, are you pussy whipped?
Nah, I'm trying to get out of this. I'm sitting here trying to just live my life, and I can't.
Okay, but why would you entertain romantic gestures with her? Does she have good pussy that you miss?
Oh yeah, that's definitely what was a big factor, was that. But not
okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. So it's true. Men do like toxic bitches.
Nah.
You do?
Nah.
The fact that you've been in and out of court.
Yelling here and there is fine, but toxic all the way where my freedom is in jeopardy for nothing.
I think it makes your dick hard to go back and forth to court with this woman who has been trying her best to do everything from getting you killed to put you in jail, and yet you still entertain her on a romantic level.
No, I didn't entertain her on a romantic level. This is what you call softening the landing. Let's everybody calm down and let's everybody just relax. She says she's going to give me a public apology. This is what we're talking about. When she says she's, she knows that this is karma from what she did to me and this and that. So we're talking
After the
not on that
accident that
level.
she was recently
Not on that
in.
level. Listen. She's my wife. She's not some chick. You see what I'm saying? So this is something that
You married
listen,
some
I don't
chick.
want this anymore. This is nothing I want anymore. This is over. It's done with. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, this is my child's mother, and I have to look after her mental well-being for real. Because how do you co-parent with somebody that can at a drop of a hat make up an entire scenario and try to have evidence to prove it that she'll make up, and I have to co-parent with that? How is that possible? How is that possible? Because I'm gonna drop my baby off and all of a sudden there's gonna be detectives at my door with a warrant for sexual assault on a toddler. How can
Gunplay,
how?
I was just about to say that. It seems like that's
Exactly.
what's coming next. Is
No, it's
her
not. That's
accusing
why I got
you
to
of touching the baby. So it
right.
just seems that you would beat these charges and then try to get some type of custody of your daughter.
Right. That's the main goal. You know what I'm saying? Some type of custody, some type of evaluation, some type of diagnosis, some type of medication, some type of something, because this is innocent people has been drug into this. You see what I'm saying? And I knew it was a problem when I really was like, all right, yeah, we was talking about divorce already, but I really was like, all right, this is over with. When Ross gave us $50,000, right? It's not much to him. But when you in a situation where it's not like I was like sitting there about to be I'm homeless or nothing like that, but it's a situation where you don't know what's next. You don't know how much this next thing. For the first 3 days, it was $55,000. The first 3 days we stood 28. You know what I'm saying? I saw my daughter heart outside of her chest pumping. We had to there was 140 something tubes in her. Every day they're pulling out a couple more until we're down to nothing, until we get her feeding tube out. So I was there. You see what I'm saying? And I still got to take care of a household. I still got to take care of my wife. I still got to, bills that still need to be paid. So the help was needed. Absolutely. So when he gave us that, it went to the right thing. But then when I had a feature for him. So there's a dude in New Zealand named Tom Francis. Tom Francis. Shout out to Tom Francis in New Zealand. Got him a feature. Hey, look, whoop, to try to, put some of that money back. Boom.
Okay.
So Ross breaks me off out of that because he's a good dude. He breaks me off out of that a couple dollars. I take half of that and I go give him a present.
Okay.
I didn't have to touch a GoFundMe or nothing like that. I didn't even want to do that GoFundMe shit. That was her. That was her with the internet. I didn't even know I never even really, I'm like, what is that? Then I said, oh, man, that's that shit to make you look po. Like, I'm like, come on now. We live in Brickell. Like, what kind of, you know what I'm saying? And I don't live on nobody daddy money. Like, stop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's so.
Well, what do her parents got to say about all this?
Her parents is enabling this. They're enabling it. They're not saying nothing. They believe anything she says. Anything she says. So I'm the bad guy. And I'm the one taking care. And this is the crazy part. Her father used to tell me over and over every time he seen me, man, if you and Oasia don't make it, Osana, my daughter, she like, she's always good with Paw. She's always good with Paw. She got a home with Paw. And I'm like, okay, the first time he said that, second time he said that, third time. After the fifth time, if y'all don't work out, I'm like, all right now, what the fuck do you know that I don't know? You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of enabling going on. It's no accountability being made on anybody's part. You know what I'm saying? And I got, you know, and of course, you know, I'm going legal after this. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
What you plan on suing her?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like it's open shut. Doxing. She put my phone number on the internet. Slander. She said first of all, the case. She said my daughter got her heart defect because of my past cocaine use, which is biologically impossible for that.
She did say that. I remember her saying that.
Right. And that's it. And I'm gonna, when I get the letter from the surgeon, that's the first question I asked him, because that's what I thought it was. I was like, yo, listen, I ain't gonna lie, I used to be a rock star, the real kind. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to be up there, boy, in the clouds. Like, you know, I did a lot of cocaine in my days. So like, what is that? She's like, nah, that has nothing to do with it. It's because of a vein that basically switched sides. It's supposed to be like this, but they're like this. And the heart and then the blood, clean blood is mixing with bad blood. They got to go like this. So the good blood is on one side, the bad blood is on the other side. That's it. So it's a very intricate little procedure, but it's you know, it's not common. But now when you want to really break it down, there was a Chipotle right there. I say Chipotle and I don't care, and I'm saying it like that. There's a Chipotle that's right down the street from us, right down the street from Sexy Fish. If anybody knows the Brickell area, you know which Chipotle I'm talking about. If you look on Chipotle's door, they have a sign. There's a very faint, and it says the food, what we use to cook, whatever we use to cook our food causes birth defects in mothers. Long story short, same thing with Taco Bell. So if you look on these Taco Bells and you look on the drive-through window or on the door, there's a sign. It says it right there. It's real faint in brown letters. Sometimes you'll miss it, but I watch everything. And it says the ingredients used to make the food here may cause birth defects in pregnant mothers and pregnant women.
That could cause infertility.
So now we got two suspects, because that's all, you know, pregnant women. I used to drive to Krispy Kreme in the middle of the night because the light was about to come on at 11 or 10 or whatever time. And she'll be in the car crying for that shit. But I said, this is family. This is what a family is supposed to. This is an investment. This is what I'm doing. This is what it feels like to have a family. Oh, okay. She got crying. I'm laughing over there. It was kind of fun. Everything was perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I had handling my finances, so I could, you know what I mean, that we always had, you know, because I'll spend up a check. You know what I'm saying? But she had everything in order. She, you know, I put her as the main character on my debit card, on my bank account and shit like that. So I don't have to sit there and agree for things. She could just okay everything, because it's a lot of administrative work going on. So I don't have time for that. She does that. She's a whiz. She's very smart. She's extremely smart. She's like a prodigy child smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got like masters at 23. I went to the whole fucking ceremony and all that. You see what I'm saying? So she, you know, she's extremely talented, extremely sharp, smart, but it's just something where that happens, you know what I mean? And she realizes it, I hope. And that when she drinks, or it's not even drinking now, because she's drunk and she's still doing it, but if something's not right, something's not right. And all I want is accountability. That's all I want. It's just somebody say, yo, I understand, so we can move forward. But nobody's doing that. Everybody's saying I'm the bad guy. I'm witness intimidation. I'm sending a nigga named God after her. You know what I'm saying? To come choke her up in the club. And,
so when is the divorce happening is the question.
Now, like, I'm ready to get it done now. Like, I like to do things.
Have you filed?
No, I'm gonna do this now. But you gotta understand, I've been kicked off the show. Every single way for me to make some real money has been cut off by her. Okay. I've been inside the house. I can't leave. I have no contacts in my phone. There's no contacts, nothing. So I have to just, hey, what's so-and-so number? I have like 15 contacts in my phone. You see what I'm saying? There's nobody. I've been put out on the limb to dry. and stripped down. She stole my
Are
jewelry.
you on house arrest right now?
No. I just got off house arrest 2 months ago. So I've been moving
Because
around.
of the charges stemming from her.
Yeah. And I just dropped the album. So the second you know what I'm saying? I've been working.
Yeah.
You know, so I dropped the album. Y'all go get that. It's called Almost Free. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And
It sounds very close to you, Almost Free.
Yeah, exactly. That's the title, Almost Free. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you know, I like to turn everything into the art, man. I just put it into my art. You know what I'm saying? But you know, but by the time people seeing this, I probably went through trial already and I won. But if I did
When is
lose,
your trial?
my trial is on May 12th.
Okay, and I know you ain't worried about it, are you?
I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about. I'm not worried, man, because I found God. I found Jesus. Literally, I found them. Bumped right into him in the jail cell, and he taught me.
So you ain't going to the voodoo doctor no more. I take it.
I'm not. I'm following the scriptures. That's it. And I don't know nothing else.
Okay.
I don't want to know nothing else. And I had a spirit. This is a spiritual warfare for me. I had to go about this alone. And I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I was crying in my sleep at night because I missed my daughter. My daughter was snatched out of my hands, and I haven't seen her since she was 6 months old. You see what I'm saying? She's 2 now. So like I went through the worst pain. I went through nobody answering your phone calls, nobody checking, nobody want to hear what's going on. No, everybody believing the narrative that's on the internet. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, and I couldn't talk about it. Because if I talked about it, I'm right back in court again. And the judge said, stay on. And I used to make narcissistic posts about narcissism because I started doing research on what this is. This is probably narcissistic personality disorder. So I start putting in that, and everything is adding up, you know, and along with being sadistic, and along with some schizophrenia, and along with other kind of things that I'm looking up that is fitting the mold of this person, of what happened to me, of what she's done to me. You see what I'm saying? So like I did a lot of research. I had a lot of time to sit down and read and reset. So, you know, I'm fully prepared for life after Von Shea. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. Well, listen, I'm glad you came and gave us the first exclusive. It'll go out tomorrow, so we'll get it out for you tomorrow.
No. You gotta wait.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot. We gotta wait till after your trial. Yeah. We got you.
You can let it out.
Our producer just heard. We're gonna cut that part out. So our producer just heard. She knows. They know when to load stuff up. But I'm glad to hear from you because I was wondering. Huh?
I want to thank you too, because you're the only one that actually sat there and put 1 and 1 together and got 2. You know what I'm saying? When you seen that.
Oh yeah, Von Shay's a big liar now.
That was you were the only person like on the internet, in the social media world, that really just said, wait a minute, hold up, look at this. You know what I mean? I just want to thank you for that, man.
Oh no, you no problem. The truth is the truth. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Had you would have did anything, I would have called your ass out. But I was just like, you know, you didn't do it. The only thing you didn't do is exercise discernment, and you know, deciding to connect with a woman spiritually as opposed to sexually.
Yeah, that was my mistake, and I made it, and I hold myself.
You need a woman your age, nigga.
Yes, I am. I promise you. I want to.
There's a lot of women that look good.
Yeah.
Your age.
Yeah, you're right. I apologize to everybody, like Lido. I apologize to Ross for her saying all of that stuff and on the internet. And she said, oh, get him a card. Get him a card. I apologize for that. I apologize for bringing such an evil person into my good people's life. You know what I'm saying? So this is my public apology on her behalf, knowing she probably will never give me one, but you know what I'm saying? I want to give it,
because I haven't seen her active on the internet. And then when I heard about the accident, that she was actually in a coma and her brain was swollen.
Yeah.
And she almost didn't make it.
It was, you know, nobody ever wished that on nobody, man. But you know, I just pray that God touches her heart and let her know, you know what I mean, just to do the right thing. You know, I got you. I'm what you call a chosen one, man. I am that. You see what I'm saying? I feel everything, and I've always been like that. I can empathize with people, and and I just don't see that in her. She has no sympathy, empathy for anything. She doesn't care. She just continues to wake up and continues to try to destroy my life with police. Period. That's it. There's
After
nothing
your
else she does.
trial,
Yeah.
you have to put a restraining order on her.
Yeah. There's a lot that's gonna happen after this trial.
You have to immediately
legally
exit one court door and go to another court door and immediately put a restraining order on her.
Yes, absolutely.
Because you're gonna be back in this situation again.
Yep. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's I want to apologize to my mother too. My mom has to, you know what I'm saying? She had to endure this. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely doing that.
So you going to church now? You going to church now? You done found God. You ain't going down there to the voodoo man no more. That's good. I'm happy because you scared the fuck out of me.
I respect the religion now. It's a very powerful religion. It's very ancient. It's very ancestral. But everybody has a different path, and maybe that is the path that led me to Christ, and I'm fine with that. And I feel rejuvenated. I feel like I could like those evil and those lies and all of that shit can't stop me no more. You know what I'm saying? My discernment for people is just is much better. My
best part of this interview, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
it's like serious. A silver lining.
I'm so serious, man. I opened the Bible. I was in there, and the trustee left a Bible in my cell before I even got in there. I'm like, how does this? I said, what is this? They put Bibles in cells? Nah. He was like, nah, you got what I left. I was like, yeah, I got it. First thing I opened up was Job. I don't know how to read the Bible. I just opened up and it said job. And I was like, is this the Job that everybody was talking about? Because I did hear stories, and I read the whole thing of Job, and that was the first thing I read. And I said, that's me. He's stripping me of everything. Because one minute I was in Fleming Steakhouse eating good. The next minute I'm waking up in a jumper and I'm in the county jail. I could not understand what was going on. So I'm reading it, and it just that was me. And then I read the story of David, and I just was reading so much, and I was writing on the walls. If you've been falsely accused, read these. You know what I'm saying? I'm reading. It was just, man. It's unreal.
Are you dropping the name Gunplay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like this it needs to happen, and I'm gonna, a lot of people know me as Don Logan anyway, so I'm gonna keep it Don Logan. Yeah.
What about starting a ministry?
I would. But I see. I'm still a child.
Well, that's why you put yourself through school for it. I think ministers like you that have been on the other side.
Yeah.
And the temptations. Just everything that's on the other side of the curtain. Now you can tell people how to stay on this side.
I would love to try. I would love to try to at least give a testimony. Just let me speak what happened to me and what like really happened to me in this. Because there's a story of the actual charges, then there's a spiritual story to this too that we're not, we're not gonna get into. But I would love to give that testimony because I was tested and for that testimony, so I want to give it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about your whole life is a testimony.
Yeah,
I've been watching you for years.
This was the I've never been betrayed before. I've never been betrayed. I don't have people to betray around me. I'd be like, nah, I cut them off, or I don't even let them get close. I already got separation.
You got to read the story. Have you read the story of Samson and Delilah?
Yep, I sure did.
Yeah. So I do see you doing really, really great things that could impact not only the youth, but just people who want to follow in your footsteps.
Yeah.
Your old footsteps. And now seeing you go through this transition, I'm gonna be honest with you. You look great.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm not even gonna lie. You can tell you're not. Your face, your eyes, you ain't got no dark circles around your eyes and nothing like that. You actually look younger in the face.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's from the inside, man. Once you if your inside is, your outside gonna be like that too, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel it, man. I'm filled with the Holy Ghost, man, for real. Every day I
Okay,
wake
let
up,
me
I say
twirl
my
on that now.
prayers.
Let me twirl on the Holy Ghost.
I can't complain, man. That's why I'm not worried.
All right, cool. Well,
That's good.
listen, we do wish you the best in your upcoming trial.
Yes, thank you.
Hopefully you'll call us after and let us know kind of what happened. And then on the day
Quick
of the
update.
trial, once they're found not guilty, boom, we'll upload the interview as your official just kind of statement on everything and you know where you're going now in life. So
Okay.
all right.
Beautiful. Yes.
Thank
Ma'am.
you so much,
Thank you.
Gunplay.
Thank
Tell
you
everybody
so
where they can find you, follow you, stream you.
Well, my new Instagram is not Gunplay again. That's my new Instagram. TikTok. I don't know. I just be on there looking at other people TikTok. I don't know. You'll find my TikTok is on my Instagram, so look it up there. But yeah.
Okay, cool. What about your YouTube?
And we'll talk about my OnlyFans a little bit later, though. But shh.
Bye, Gunplay. Bye, Gunplay. Just when I thought we was making ground, he throws out, I'm changed, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost. We'll talk about my OnlyFans a little later. I said, see, you can't even give him an inch. You can't even give him an inch. But listen, he begged for y'all. No, he did not pay me for this spot, but this is what our platform does. We ensure that y'all have all sides, all facts to the story. Now, when Von Shay wakes up, okay, out the coma, she can come on the platform and she can tell us her side too if she remembers, okay? So here's the thing, but we do want to wish her all the prayers and a speedy recovery and everything like that, okay? They say she was out there drinking and driving and got into a car accident and her brain and stuff swelled and everything like that. So pray for her, pray for the baby, and pray for the baby daddy as well too, okay? And Gunplay does send his thank yous to listening to him, and he was found not guilty as of yesterday. Okay, so all charges have been dropped, not guilty. He is a free man until Bonche wakes up. Okay? That's what that. Y'all are hell though, like for real. Y'all hell. Y'all was dragging the man. As soon as he said, I have accepted the Jesus is my savior, Lord Jesus, Holy Christ, then y'all was like, oh, look at y'all. Y'all went from saying he looked like a bag of cocaine to all of a sudden he's one of us now. He's one of us. He's on the other side. We judge you, not be judged. Judge ye not be judged. Y'all are hell. Y'all are wrong, and he is watching this. If you want people to stay on the other side, we have got to encourage them and give them love. But I told him that's what he get for cutting up them chickens and goats and slaughtering their head.
You can't say it like that.
How big is the shower?
He said he was inspired by Kai. When he was in the shower.
I'm back. The computer just shut off. Sorry, guys. My bad. Okay, you guys have been waiting forever. Okay, so real quick, we're back. Can they hear me, Jasmine? Everybody can hear me? Okay, cool. All right, so we're back. All right, so here's the thing. The computer just shut off. Like, I'm supposed to keep it so the screen won't go off. It was so much inactivity, so they thought it was going off, and Jasmine's working it from her end. All right, so here's the thing, guys. You guys have been waiting a long time. Guys, I thought we were done with this here. I thought we were done, but unfortunately, there is another mistress to brother-in-law, young Jock, who has a baby with my stepsister that came forward. Yes, it's a sad day to report this. I don't think anybody is surprised. We will be revealing her details and who she is on TashaKLive.com. That's going to be streaming right after this at I want to say 2:30, maybe 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. I know. I said the same thing. When is it gonna be enough? And they all look the same, which is the crazy part about it. Also, concerning Diddy and Cassie, and you guys want to know, well, who was doing all the peeing? Who were the male prostitutes? Well, we got pictures. We got pictures of who was doing the peeing and choking, and Cassie was choking on their pee on TashaKLive.com. You do have to subscribe to see these images, okay? Viewer discretion is advised. You guys know how we get down up over there. We've already had this talk. YouTube, we've already had this talk, okay? There's a reason why we've been successfully in business on TashaKLive.com for almost 4 to 5 years now, okay? Lord Jesus. Jesus. I'm gonna need to be. We just got some exclusive, I think rather gut-wrenching information on Mr. Anthony Edwards. You guys know the basketball player Anthony Edwards. So he has a baby mama that he claims, and then he has 3 other baby mamas that he says set him up, okay? He had 3 different babies in the same year, actually 4 different babies in the same year, okay? And so the woman that he's been with since before he got drafted, surprisingly enough, is his Kurt Frost. Like, you know how Kurt Frost adopted Rashida? We're going to talk about all that on TashaKLive.com. We are going to discuss DDG allegedly beating Halle Bailey and Ruby Rose as well. Yeah, because this is not the first time he's been, accused, okay? And so you do have to subscribe to TashaKLive.com to get all of this, okay? And Tina Knows finally revealing why she divorced Richard. We got a lot going on, okay? Blame Gunplay. It is not my fault. He begged for this spot. And I said, you know what? God was on my heart, so I let him have it, okay? All right? Now, if you're not coming to TashaKLive.com, you can wait for the little clips to be posted. It's not the full story, but we're just going to give you a little bit to hold you. But we are going, and it's going down up over there, okay? At 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, the devil is a lie. My daughter, she's in high school, and they nasty. They don't like to wash their hands. High schoolers, I see them all the time. They're always playing with their hair, not washing their hands. And she came in here with a strong cough. But I said, not today. Not today. And so yesterday my throat was tickling. Today my throat was tickling. And normally when it tickles, it starts to move down. Within 24 hours, it's already in your chest. And she, and I said, not today. And so thank God for my olive leaf extract. And my sea moss and sorrel mixed in this hot tea, soursop. All of this is available on my site. And of course, I keep my mushrooms in because I said the devil is a lie today. The devil is a lie today. We all are going to get sick. But how sick do you get? It will not move into my chest. It's been sitting there just tingling, just hanging out. Just hanging out. And the olive leaf said, not today, baby, not today. Not today, okay? Listen. And don't forget, we are sponsored in part by the Sugar Case, okay? My favorite body oil today. I use the cotton candy. All right, she has excellent body scrubs, lip stains here. This is the nude and the pink mixed together, okay? And also, we are sponsored in part by Inez Beauty, one of my favorite estheticians and skincare makers, all right? So she has a excellent brightening serum. I don't have on any makeup except for lip gloss and eyeliner. And basically it evens out your skin. So it takes away hyperpigmentation, blemishes, and things like that. Then we have the Koji Cocoa soap for the whole body that takes away, dark marks and evens the body and stuff like that, especially if you got a really, really black booty. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like, how's my booty blacker than the rest of my body? And the rest of my body is exposed. You can even that out with the Koji Cocoa soap with turmeric, kojiacic, and cocoa butter. Okay? All right. All of that is featured on Shop TK Deals. ShopTKDeals.com. Use my coupon code TK10. Without further ado, we're about to head over to TashaKLive.com. Please bring your Lysol, your Clorox wipes, your UTI medication, guys, your antibiotics, antibacterial cream. Please bring it all, okay? Yeah, we're going to need it to get through this here because I can understand why Cassie had sores in her mouth, okay? Especially when you see the picture of the male prostitute that did it for 8 years, okay? All that and more coming up on TashaKLive.com. I love you guys, and we will see you on TashaKLive.com at, is it 2:30, Jasmine? Or 1:30? What time we going live over there, 1:30?
Yeah, we could do 2:30. I can make that happen.
1:30?
For 2:30. 1:30 is in 15 minutes. 2 o'clock.
So an hour?
What you want?
So an hour?
That last thing you gave me took a long time to render. It took 30 minutes.
You talking about the extended video of the Diddy? Yeah, there's an extended video of what happened in that hallway.
Yeah, it took like 30 minutes to render. So
okay, so we gotta wait an hour before we go live?
I'm working. I can only work as fast as the computer renders, but I got you. Give me 45.
45 minutes. Damn, son. Okay, cool. Should we render it on our end? Would that be a lot faster?
I just finished rendering it, so I'm getting the rest of the stuff that you sent over.
Okay, all right. Because it's a lot of receipts that Jasmine has for TashaKLive.com. All right, cool. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll see you guys in. Let's try to make it 30, Jasmine, please. Because we got Chad. We got Chad that's coming over for a Q&A at around 4. So I got to be done by that time. Cool?
All right.
All right. We love you guys. Now we got to go. Bye.
And Fat Joe's wife, that's why Fat Joe don't show up for him. And like, cause I'm like, yo, where are all his friends? Where's Fat Joe? Where's
Denzel told me he was fucking Fat Joe's wife too. Loretta?
Yeah.
Loretta.
You better knock it off, Loretta.
Loretta.
You with the bullshit.
Damn.
Cause Capricorn Clark definitely said you were sneaking out that Miami house. 1000%. She gonna set a flame to everything she a part of. She worked for Puff, now she testifying against him. She worked for Pusha T, she fucking fed Drake information for $100,000 to him. Terrible. Here's the thing, it's like either I'm gonna go to Puff's lawyers with this shit or I'm gonna come to you. This shit gonna be way more entertaining for the culture.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.TashaKLive.com.
And action.
You got the soundtrack! I'm a silent talker!
I like it when you scraping and scrambling. You back and moving a lot. You scraping and scrambling. I like it when you do that, Dad. You know, I deal with the greatest. Yo, you listen to what I'm telling you to do, you're gonna be great. Then nigga, he talked to you about me. What the fuck do he know about me though? Yo, I need this shit to go crazy right now. I need to feel this shit out in Africa. Where you see me at right now, this is my place I come to.